But like I said, you can't just put your house on the market and think it's going to sell. Like price is everything right now. Because I
Mm,
would imagine that if a seller is selling right now, it's probably been 4, 5, 6 years or more since they've sold. And it's such a different seller's market now. So
right.
knowing how the prices have adjusted and being realistic and being flexible is, a pretty big piece of that, and making sure the house stands out and is marketed well.
Yeah, you mentioned adjustments. What kind of adjustments are we talking about? Like if a seller's listening right now, like and
Yeah.
they're maybe sitting on a home that's been on the market for a minute, what type of adjustments would are that you've seen with all of your listings that you've had to make?
Definitely, we're seeing price adjustments happen. And I think that's what I mean when I'm talking like flexibility. So
Mm,
when a seller is, getting ready to sell and you sit down with your agent and you have that really candid conversation about price and being flexible, like trying to like be one up from the next one and be like, oh, let's try it at this price, even though we think it's a little high. It's not the right strategy in this market any longer. You got to align with the other homes in the area that are selling around that price point. Um, you know, remodels, like if a home is selling for 850 and it's been completely remodeled and yours hasn't, and you're trying to sell it for 850 just because it's the same square
mm,
footage, those are things that are just going to keep your house sitting on the market longer, because
right.
buyers have so many choices right now, which we're so excited about that for buyers, because we're like, oh my gosh, like thank God you guys have choices, and you can sleep on it and you can negotiate an inspection, and it's great. But sellers really should be aware that we are in more of a balanced market, and balance is good. But it just takes some education, because if you haven't sold for 5 to 10 years, it's like a whole different world out there.
Right.
And just having somebody that knows the area and knows how to explain that and not overwhelm you, and still have fun, because it can be fun, and just, yeah. So
Yeah,
know your area, get
the
a
pricing.
local agent. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, for real. Like, yeah, that's because we were talking about that at AFC yesterday. We were talking about pricing and people wanting to know the price, and and it's just kind of like, well, it depends because like even if you want to know the price right now, it might not be the price in 3 months. Like we
Right.
can't tell the future of whatever market we're going to be in, but the market that we're in right now, just like you said, is not the market from 5 to 10 years ago. Like so, or even
Mhm.
3 6 months ago. Like um, so yeah, I think those are great points. What does the buyer activity feel like to you? Like, do you feel like buyers are out there,
Well, yeah. I
like
mean,
circling the wagons and
things are selling. I mean, we're seeing pending list or pendings go up. We're seeing a little bit, like not as many listings, we're seeing that slow down just a tad bit. But when we still see pendings go up, that means buyers are out there, and they have options, and they are all about the value of a home right now. And, when you had an interest rate of 2 to 3%, it was easier to compete, or not compete, but it was easier to escalate and be like, okay, well, I can go 50,000 over my budget because the rates are low. I can fix
yeah,
that kitchen, or I can replace that sewer line because the rates are low, and it's just not like that
mm,
anymore. And I don't think 6% is terrible. Like if we're going to live in 6% for a bit, I don't think that's terrible, because we're seeing the prices adjust to
right,
come down to meet that. So, man, I know that if you got your house listed and it looks great and you've got the repairs done as much as you can, you price it right, that's what buyers are looking for. They want value for their money right now.